Alright, in the previous video we covered how you can set up the order approver workflow so that you can have certain users known as order approvers approve other orders placed by users who may have spending limits set. So for example, let's take Mary. She might have a spending limit of $50, and if she places any order over that $50, an order approver, for example, Janie, might have to approve that order before it can be processed by the system. In this video, we're going to cover how you can set it up where certain order approvers only get notifications about orders submitted for approval for the Shiptos that they are interested in. For example, maybe you have a customer account with 40 Shiptos, and Janie is responsible for managing 20 of those Shiptos, and Bob is responsible for managing, let's say, 30 of those Shiptos. You can set it up where Janie only gets notified about orders submitted for approval under her Shiptos. That way she doesn't have to get constant notifications about Bob's Shiptos that she's not really interested in and she doesn't manage. So let's go ahead and set this up. What you want to do is go to Settings, and let's search on Limit. And if you see this setting, limit approval emails to company addresses means Shipto. You can turn this on or off, and it's going to enable it at the global system level. So if I turn this on, the functionality which I just described, where order approvers will only get notifications about orders under their Shiptos. If we turn this on, this will take effect for all customer accounts right away. If we leave it off, we can enable it per customer account. So if you'd like to turn it on or off, just change this value to 1 to enable it and turn it to 0 to turn it off, and then choose Save. I'm going to leave it off because I don't want to enable this at the global level. I want to actually turn this on per customer account. I only have a few customer accounts that I want to set this up this way, and then all the rest of the accounts should follow the normal order approval workflow as we discussed in the previous video. So I'm going to copy the setting code here, and let's go to our customer accounts. And I'm going to set this up for the For Presidents account. So what we'll need to do first is go to the Custom Fields screen. And let's see if we already have this setting on this customer account. Let's search for it in the code column. And yes, as you can see here, we already have this setting on this customer account, and it's currently set to 1, which means it's enabled. So if you do not have this setting and you want to turn this feature on for your customer account, all you have to do is come down here, add another row. The code should be this exactly. You can set the name, description, and type to whatever you want. Value type must be integer value. And then to enable it, you set it to 1. If you want to turn it off, set it to 0. So as you can see, this is already turned on for this customer account. Now let's go to our Shiptos under this customer account. As you can see, we have 6 Shiptos. Now, for the sake of example, Janie will be responsible for approving orders placed under Division Street Shipto, and Bob will be responsible for approving orders under the Illinois Drive Shipto. So let's set that up. What we want to do is go find Janie. Let's go to the users under the customer account. Let's go to the details. And now let's assign the addresses that Janie will be responsible for. As we showed in the previous video, she's already set up as an order approver, so she can approve orders. And now let's go to her Shiptos. We haven't really assigned any Shiptos to her yet. So in the previous screen, we said that she would be responsible for approving Division Street Shipto orders. So let's go ahead and select that. Now that she is assigned here, she will receive notifications for any orders submitted for approval under the Division Street Shipto. All right, let's set Bob up. Let's go back to the users, search on Bob. And let's go to assign Shiptos. Bob is also an order approver, and he's responsible for approving Illinois Drive Shiptos, so let's add that. All right, now I'm just going to briefly show the user who has a credit limit. This is the same thing that we set up in the previous video. Mary here has a credit limit of $50, or sorry, a spending limit of $50, as we can see here. Therefore, if she places any orders over $50, then she will have to submit it for approval instead. Let's check out her assigned addresses. So she is allowed to place orders under both Illinois Drive and Division Street. If she places one under Illinois Drive, Bob should get the email to approve the order, and if she places one under Division, Janie should get the email. Alright, let's sign in as Mary and test it out. Alright, I've signed in as Mary at Coderis.com here, who has the spending limit. Let's add a few items to our cart that's over $50 and see it in action. Let's check out. And now on the checkout screen, I'm going to choose the division ship to. And again, the email should go to Janie. And as we can see, she must submit the order for approval. Alright, the order is waiting for approval. Now let's check out and see what emails got sent out. Alright, as we can see, one email was sent to Janie that the order was submitted for approver. And Bob did not get any emails because we have limited the notifications to the ship to level. So now, as normal, Janie could go ahead and approve the order or unapprove it. Let's go ahead and run another test. So let's place an order for the Illinois ship to, and only Bob should get the email to approve the order now. Let's change the ship to Illinois. And let's submit it for approval. And let's check the emails again. And as we can see, order submitted for approval to Bob. And we see none to Janie. Alright, so that's a quick overview on how you can configure that. Thanks for watching.